Alright guys, so today I got a really weird video today. So my parents were on Dr. Phil in 2004, which was around 15 years ago. So about like a week ago, my brother Parker, who's watching with me in this video, actually found the tape. So they actually put it in a VHS tape. So what I had to do is I had to go to this place it was like 45 minutes away from where I live. It's basically a place where you take a VHS tape, you give it to them, and then about 2 days they transfer it into a USB, which is what I have on my computer right now. So I'm actually eligible to watch the video on my computer and show you guys our reaction, because I've never seen this before. Parker, have you ever seen this?
No, not even a glimpse.
Yeah, Parker doesn't want to be in the video, even though I try to convince him, but it's fine. He'll still say his opinion. I'm gonna skim through it a little bit. Okay. Oh no. Oh god. It's just
today on an all-new Dr. Phil. The Faultfinders.
Oh my god. Dude, that was our parents right there. Oh my gosh. This is so weird. Do you even recognize that house right there?
It looks familiar.
No, this is like from 2004.
No, that's not how you do it.
That's my sis. That's Kenzie. Oh my god. So this is just another family that we don't know.
My husband is good at blaming other people.
I'm always looking at what's not being done the way I think it should be done.
3 previous marriages have ended in divorce.
This is
Why? Ooh.
That's positive. So the story behind this is basically my mom and my dad did not get along at all. They divorced around what, like 2006? It's 2006. So I was about like 3 years old in this, or when they aired this show. So I apparently, my mom told me that I'm in it. Apparently I just act grouchy. I don't think Parker was in it because I think he was literally a baby. So I think mostly my sisters are in here, which is.
Why would he do that? Like while he knows he's being recorded? Like
I don't know. I don't know the story and like how they like have people come in the room. Wouldn't you think that okay, I'm gonna act like Loki, like I'm actually gonna act, not exactly what they want me to act. I don't know. There's the big boy. Yeah. Why is this jacket so long?
Friend who makes plans and then doesn't show up, leaving you wondering what happened? How about someone who whines about everything? Then there's the person who blames everyone else for the misery in their life.
Dad.
So what's your signature personality type? Today we're talking about 3 of the
I want to
hardest
skip
personality types to live with. The whiners, my pet
Whine.
peeve. The Flakes and the Faultfinders. Melissa is so fed up with her husband's finger pointing.
That's my mom.
Ways, she's ready to pack up the kids and hit the road. Take a look.
And we did.
Oh my god, that's Kenzie. Oh my god, that's my sister.
You know to do your homework as soon as you get home from school.
He's very good at blaming other people. He's very good at making other people feel bad about themselves.
What didn't you do when you came home from school?
I was jumping on the trampoline.
Melissa!
I was in the middle of making dinner. She needed my help. I couldn't help her.
Her homework's already been done.
He nitpicks it.
That's me! Oh my god. That's so funny. Dude, what am I doing?
The kids, my writing was messy. Our house cluttered.
You've been in the military for 18 years.
30 years now.
Yeah, that's 30.
But he retired like about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't know.
You're constantly finding things wrong, and it's your job to fix it. I have a tendency to bring it home with me. Who got all this stuff in here?
It's always my fault. It's always my fault.
Who made a sandwich? That's why I get upset all the time when I go to do the dishes, because they leave stuff like that on the knife.
Oh my god.
He sounds the same.
6'2", 220 pounds. Don't push me.
Move, I'll do the dishes, Melissa.
See, okay. This is all in the past. Like everything changes. Everything happens for a reason. Whatever. It's just this is how it was back then.
Tell him sometimes that I don't love him or that I want a divorce.
This is my 4th marriage. What worries me the most is that I don't find a way to control my fault finding. The marriage is going to end.
Looks right at the camera. Wait.
The marriage is going to end.
Looks right at the camera like, oh man, I just effed that up.
Loser. No, that's not how you do it. Do it like that. I would like to be able to have someone explain
He still does that kind of stuff where like he'll take over, be like, no, you do it like this, which is, I guess is okay, but
It's helping.
Yeah.
to me how I can go a day without finding fault in something.
Dr. Phil, my husband is negative beyond belief.
Dr. Phil, I have great respect for you.
Can you please help us?
Help me save my marriage.
Are you?
what do you think about that?
I don't like how he said.
It's so weird.
I just don't like how he said. I have a lot of respect.
What are
for
they
you.
wearing?
Like he was talking to Dr. Phil, but this is about his marriage. So why would he say I have a lot of respect for Dr. Phil when it doesn't?
I don't know.
Here because she's making you be here, or are you here because you want to be here?
I'm here because I want to be here.
Yeah.
I don't
Doubt.
think that's true.
Doubt.
I don't think that's true. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he originally wanted to go, but that's fine.
get exposed.
Why?
I don't want my kids to grow up like me.
How do you describe yourself?
I describe myself as an individual who basically never sees the positive in something, the good. I'm always finding fault, always looking at what's not being done the way I think it should be done.
Do you sometimes feel happy and positive inside, but you don't know how to express it, or you don't feel it?
That's it. I feel it sometimes, but 90% of the time, it's a feeling of trying to correct what's wrong.
Yeah.
And when
Did you see how mad she was? She was okay. Here's what I'm imagining my mom's thinking. He is so bullshitting right now. That's exactly what I think she's
That's not what
thinking.
he said 10 minutes ago.
Your fourth is in trouble, and the common denominator is you. So, are you like some evil, mean-spirited guy, or are you just lost?
I was taught basically how to find fault, how to correct things, but as far as when it comes to understanding how I make other people feel and being responsible for what I say and what I do to other people, there's been no repercussion on it for me.
Well, why aren't you blaming this on
Answer the
somebody?
question.
What?
Didn't answer the question. He said, is he lost or is he some mean guy? He didn't answer. He kind of just went around it.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Else then?
Because in the past 3 relationships that I was in, no one would actually stand up and say, Dwayne, you're wrong. What you're doing is wrong. How you're making me feel is wrong.
Have you given up on him?
Okay.
Ooh.
Look what I paused.
Because you said, I mean, I just checked my notes to be sure I wasn't going insane. You said, I'm just not sure that I really love him anymore, that I feel that for him anymore, that this could be over.
That is the way I feel sometimes.
All right.
Why does mom sound southern? This is so.
She said that when she was with him, she gained a southern accent from his family.
That's so weird.
But that's not the way you feel all the time.
No.
And you're willing to give this a shot.
Yes.
Because you got to give the boy credit. He is on the Dr. Phil show.
Right. I know.
I mean, you said it, and it's true. You got a bad history here.
Yes, I do.
You got a bad history, and it is the poem is true. Children learn what they live. And you, as I see it, you grew up with a stepfather that was not a nice guy.
Not really.
He was hard on you.
His way of disciplining is basically what I look at to be now as the wrong way of, I guess, a kid should be raised. It was either black or white, either right or you're wrong.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, I was wrong.
Yeah, and when you were wrong, you got beat for it, right?
Correct.
Then after you got through with that, you went into the military. And you've been there for what, 17 years?
17 active full-time and a little over a year in the National Guard.
Okay, so
Which a lot of people don't do that. Like, a lot of people do not go to the military for that long, especially if they have kids. So
Yeah.
in the military, it's right, wrong, you do what you're told, and your job is to find fault to make them better, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you grew up that way, then you had that in the military, and you got no skills, no plan, no vision, deeply entrenched behavior, you have no role model.
Exactly.
So all you've got is like 37 years of this rigid, critical, cold behavior, and now all of a sudden you're supposed to switch because she's tired of it. And that sounds like a pretty steep hill to me.
mom's face when she looks at that is like, yeah, you tell him, Dr. Phil. Like, you're telling him what he needs to hear.
Have you diagnosed what's not working?
Again, everything I'm saying is just trying to think about how he was in the, how it was in the past. I feel like this is like wrong of me to react to this. It's hard. It's like because I don't want to like have Dad watch this because he's probably watching this right now. And I don't want him to think that I'm offending him because it's like this is him in the past. You know what I mean?
There's some things that haven't changed about him, but there are a lot of things that changed about him too.
Yeah. So everything I'm saying is just if I think that it still happens, then I'm gonna say yeah, this stuff still happens. If I'm just being truthful, you know. I mean, this was aired on TV, so I don't think it's wrong of me to react to it, you know. FYI, my parents are divorced. I didn't think they needed to be clarified, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Have you figured out what it is that's getting all over her and that is going to affect these kids badly?
It's been brought to my attention each time we argue and we have a discussion about my reaction to certain situations. It's not necessarily that I'm wrong for how I react. It's how I go about doing it. There's no in between.
Yeah, and when you do it, you're angry, you're intolerant, you're impatient, you're defensive, you're critical.
And the way I feel is that I feel like I'm in an extreme situation of being a product of my environment.
But you realize that you're now a free-thinking adult and you have a choice. You don't have to do that, you just don't know what to do.
Correct. So
if somebody gives you some guidance on that and tells you some things to do and gives you a plan, then you're willing to embrace it even if it's on blind faith. You say, I don't know what you're supposed to do. When you see the kids painting the car with a brush, I don't know what you're supposed to do. If you're not...
Did that actually happen? Did we paint?
I've never heard
Did we
that.
paint the car with a brush? Like if that actually happened, that's kind of funny. But if he just made that up from the spot, that's so random.
where are my keys at? Somebody's got my keys.
No one's got your keys, Wayne.
I'm constantly looked upon as individual.
Wait, I didn't do it.
Little brat.
Like, no, I don't have your keys.
I didn't check my front pockets. I got them.
There's something.
Oh, they're in my pocket. That's so accurate now. Like he will blame or not blame us, but he'll like interrogate everybody. Like, oh, where's this? Oh, it's in my pocket. Okay.
About living with a negative person that just sucks the life right out of you.
We're talking about different
Oh my God, her face is funny.
difficult personality types today. Melissa wants Dwayne to quit blaming her for everything that could possibly go wrong in their family. Now, are you aware that when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with this critical spirit?
I think the one thing that really made me realize that there was definitely a problem is when basically the crew came to our home and I was asked for the first time what I go through on a daily basis. And for me to purposely react to a situation like I normally do, when being conscious of what it's about, it was hard for me because in the process of doing so, I realized, why am I getting upset over this? This is stupid.
What do you think?
He thinks that after it happens, he used to get mad about something first, and then he'd be like, oh, you know what? That was stupid to react about that. And I feel like sometimes he still does that, but like not to the extent that he used to. But
The recipient gets and feels and hears out of that.
A lot of negativity.
Do you think about what they say to themselves?
Only afterwards, when I see the
What do you think? When he's just criticizing you and being down on you and just dogging on what you're doing and blaming you, what do you say to yourself?
First of all, it makes me feel small as a person. I find myself being constantly in the middle with him and the children, especially. He does a lot of blaming on the children for his reactions between our marriage.
She would say that a lot. She would say how he would say, well, I don't know how to be a father, stuff like that.
Do you hear what she just said? Your partner in life, your interactions have the effect of demeaning and diminishing her in her own mind, heart, and eyes. Okay, is that what you want in your life partner?
No.
Okay, do you want to know why I think you do that?
Yeah.
I think it's fear. There's this alpha male mentality, like where the guy's got to be dominant, he's got to be in control, he's got to tell everybody what they're doing. And it's this alpha male mentality. It's like you come in and you pee in all the corners to mark your territory. It's like, okay, here I am, this is me, and you're going to do it my way when you're inside these marks.
Very good words, Mr. Phil.
Yes, Mr. Phil.
Mr. Phil, those are good words.
Okay, and instead of peeing in the corners, you're just raining on their parade. When people are scared, when they feel inferior, when they feel inadequate, then what they do is they look at somebody else and they say, I'm down here, and I got to level myself. And so some people level themselves by really puffing themselves up. And some people level themselves by shooting this person down to their level. And then it's not threatening at all. And I think it's a fear response. I think it's a feeling of saying, I don't know how to act in this situation, so I have to control it, because if something happens that I don't expect, I don't know what to do. You would be really uncomfortable if they just all got you down on the floor and tickled you, wouldn't you?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so be careful. You almost broke out into a smile.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
You almost threw caution to the wind and smiled. And that's the whole idea. You've got to decide that, look, they can kill me, but they can't eat me. I don't know what's going to happen. You want me to get into this feeling world, this gentle world. I don't know what it's going to like over there. They may kick my ass. And they may. That's okay. Probably wouldn't hurt you if it was done in love and caring. So, what I want you to do is you got to have a plan. You got to have a strategy here. And you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. And so what I want you to do is I want you to begin with the end in mind. And the end result in mind is what? You want her feeling how when she's around you?
Happy.
Okay, give me other words besides happy.
Happy.
You don't want her feeling secure?
Or
Safe?
appreciative, or I don't know. He probably has a lot of pressure in him.
Yeah,
He's really
can't think straight.
Yeah.
Can't think of
I'd probably be in that position.
All right, that's better. How about safe and secure and loved and valued and appreciated and warm and a sense of belongingness?
If you have all that, you should be happy.
He's really trying to charm the audience right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, technically he's not wrong, but go figure. He always tries to find a way to be right about something.
Nothing bad about that. Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like that he's really good at doing that.
I want you to have a lot of pegs to hang this stuff on, because I want you to expand your definition of success as a man. And what I want you to do is decide that you're going to set a goal, and you're going to wake up every morning and you're going to consciously choose an attitude. And it's kind of involved. I'm going to explain it to you right after we take a break. We'll be right back.
Oh, come on.
Trump's like 10 seconds.
This quality's giving me a headache.
All right, we're back talking with Dwayne and Melissa. I said begin with the end in mind, set a goal. Here's how I want these people to feel. I want you to decide, I'm going to choose behaviors that common sense tells me is going to make these people feel good about who they are.
Dr. Phil and our dad is like pretty much wearing the same thing. It's almost like, was that like a popular color to wear, is brown as the trench coat and pants? I don't even know.
Because if you want to be a success in life, I'll guarantee you, if every time people are around you, they walk away saying, you know what? Every time I'm around that guy, I feel better about me. Wouldn't that be nice for people to say behind your back?
Yes.
And these small children, if they walked away and every time they were around you, you just saw their chests puff out. And they were just proud of themselves and they felt good about who they were. And they went into the world to play with their friends and play with their toys with a sense of security and strength, because they knew the guy that I think gets up every morning and lets the sun out thinks I am really, really special. How would that feel when you went to bed at night if you knew that's how your children felt when they got through talking to you?
Awesome.
So if you want that,
That's it?
there are some little
Awesome.
behavioral things you can do. I want you to do things as simple as walk into the room, put your hands in your pockets, keep your mouth shut for a while. You don't have to come in there barking orders. You know that room was running pretty well before you got there. She's getting that coffee made. She's getting dressed. You know, she's doing all right. And just kind of come in and just kind of hang out. And find something. Find something, as mechanical as this seems, find something positive to say to every person you encounter before you say another thing. When you see her first time in the day, number one, ask her how her day is, and number two, find something positive to stroke her about. When you see the little ones, same thing. How's your day, buddy? Well, you sure looking good. I like those shorts. I like that t-shirt.
He does that now.
He does do that.
He does do that.
Yeah. That probably stuck with him.
Yeah, he probably was like, oh, that's a good idea out of everything else he said.
Yeah. Everything else just...
Yeah.
Something where they go, wow.
Where's my daddy?
And just, yeah. I mean, and ask
What? What did he...
for feedback. Say, how am I doing? How am I doing? And give him a signal. If he starts that barking, just give him one of these. All right? Just say that's your
She's like,
I've tried.
yeah.
stop sign. Stop, back off, take a deep breath, because it doesn't really matter. Okay? It doesn't really matter. I want you to make a conscious choice every morning when you wake up and every time you change situation. You go from situation A to B, walk in, do something positive. You got to have something positive to start. And I think you're going to start getting different feedback, and you're going to see it. And I want to help you with this. I would like to introduce you to someone. This is Melissa Tumbleson. And she is a professional clinical counselor, and we know her through mytherapynet.com, which we work with sometimes to give people support after the show. And y'all live kind of in the middle of nowhere, but we actually found
Oh, I remember which house I remember
Bellevue.
because he showed us.
Yeah, the one that's off the side.
Yeah. That's one where where they filmed it.
Bellevue, Ohio, is where it was.
Yeah.
top quality counselor in the middle of nowhere who is willing to work with you on a regular basis. She's a specialist in this particular area, and I've asked her to follow up with you because if you get into this and say, well, all right, now, okay, I'm doing what he said. Now, what's the next step? Now, how can I find a role model I want to emulate? What can I read? What can I see? What can I do to keep my momentum going in this area? And Melissa is agreed to work with you and with y'all to get this going and keep it going. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, I am.
All right, Melissa, any thoughts about this? I mean, you've been hearing everything I've been saying. You better agree with me.
I think.
We'll turn your mic off if you don't. No, go ahead. I'm just kidding.
I think you have such good experience in the military accomplishing a task, and this is going to be the best task you've ever accomplished.
Facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's something that he should, feel. But he is one of the best snipers. I guess that's a better accomplishment.
With the best rewards.
She's right. You're just going to focus on it and make it a project. Okay? And
Which I don't think they stuck with those counseling things. I don't know if this is not for sure. I remember hearing about that.
And part of it is just real simple. Just don't take yourself quite so seriously. What you should do is get your own TV show, and then every critic in the world's got an opinion. You get used to it. All right.
So is that it then? Is that like?
Is there no closure?
Is there no
Was she the closure? The Melissa woman.
Mom did not talk at all. It was all about.
Yeah, it was all about him.
Yeah.
Curious. How many of you here think that Dwayne is going to seriously step up and make a difference in what he's doing and how he's doing it? Raise your hand.
Oh no! Oh no!
Are you kidding me? Oh shoot!
Are you kidding me? Come
Look,
on!
That man right there. He's like, wait, is his hand up?
Okay.
His hand's up. Oh, shoot! Everyone's hand is up.
All right.
Oh, that
Look
one.
around.
Okay. No.
That's good marks because this is a tough room.
Confidence boosted. He's thinking.
How about
Mom
It's
had
like
her
it's
hand,
like he totally just won.
Mom had her
You
hand
think
down.
she's going to give up on. For more information about these personality types and some others, go to drphil.com. We'll see you next time.
So obviously everything that we said was obviously stuff that we remembered. You know, obviously our parents are divorced, and you know my dad is married with his 5th wife. We obviously still see him. Has he changed? Yes, in a sense, yeah, he has. But I was expecting more. I don't know why. This was a very short episode in my opinion.
You said it's gonna be an hour, so I was like,
That's what Mom told me. Mom said that there was 2 30-minute ones, and then there was a full hour, but that wasn't the case. So
I learned a lot.
what is that?
like seeing it. By learning, I mean like I saw what they looked like back then.
Guys, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoyed that, because I
She
know
probably hasn't seen it in like a long.
yeah, she
time.
wanted to watch it, but here you go. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm hoping for the next video we have a funny skit that we're gonna be doing with Billy. So I'll catch you guys in the next video, and bye.